Hi guys, I hope you can hear me well. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the video. Getting ready to leave. I'm going to a coffee shop and it's gonna be a super basic video today. I'm just showing you guys like the makeup routine that I've been loving doing recently. I really don't wear makeup to a coffee shop on a normal day, but I was gonna go out today and my plans kind of sort of changed, so I'm just gonna do my makeup still and show you guys how I would typically do my makeup these days. And it's been like one of my favorite things, and I feel like I've learned so much from TikTok. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's gonna be like a very basic video, like no special editing, whatever. I'm just gonna be showing you guys how I do my makeup. I feel like I'm starting to rumble, so let's get into it. I actually don't have my sunscreen here with me, so I'm gonna be using this Itunu one. I don't really like to use this because I find it very irritating, but it's really good. It doesn't leave a white cast, so I like that about it. And I would avoid my eye area because that's where I get like really teary, like that's where I get really irritated. Anyways, I'm gonna start doing my brows with this Refy brow gel, and I'm looking here because this is where my mirror is at. Sometimes I go in and fill in my brows with like a brow gel, but I'm very lazy today, so I'm just gonna lay it. If you've been on TikTok a lot, you know about the Mary Phillips method for makeup application, and that's pretty much what this is. I just kind of lay my bones, so highlight and contour, and then just put foundation where I feel like I need it. I'm using this Fenty Beauty matchsticks in the shade Suede. This is like my base highlighter, and I guess when I apply it, you guys can probably see that it does highlight my face, or highlight my under eye area, but it's nothing too crazy. So I go in with another one after, just to like bring it, like highlight it a lot more. And I'm just kind of blending this out, and like nothing special. I'm trying to really not move the sunscreen into my eye because that's just gonna irritate my eye. Also, my beauty blender is damp. I feel like everyone uses a damp beauty blender to blend, but just the FYI. Sometimes I go in with like an extra layer if I want it to even pop a little bit more. This also just does a good job at hiding my under eyes, and like if I have any puffs, I like that about it. And then when that's done, I'm gonna go in with this. Everything is literally falling today. Wow. I have this Fenty Beauty concealer. It's a Pro Filter concealer, and it's in the shade 390. And this is what I used to like really highlight my face. And now that I think about it, my sister has this NARS concealer that's really bright. Or is it the Hourglass one? So I'm like, should I steal that one? Okay, let's try this Hourglass one today. It's my sister's. It's in the shade Flax. Yeah. So I'm gonna try this one today because I know it's brightening. This is very brightening. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of this under my eyes. And I could actually put some in the middle of my nose because I like to highlight there as well. And then I'm gonna use a Fenty Beauty one just down here because I don't want this to be too bright. Just a little bit down there. And then I'm just gonna blend it with a brush. I try not to over blend because I really like that highlighter under eye look. I really do. Guys, I don't know if you can see it. If I come closer, can you see it? But it's sort of like, I like how this looks. I don't know, I like it. It's so like bright. Oh my god. What? I love it. It's so bright. Basically just blend that in. This is like my bronzer or contour shade, I don't know, whichever, but it's the Fenty Beauty Matchsticks and the shade Espresso. And I really like to raise my contour higher here on my cheekbones. I feel like when I apply blush and everything, this is like my favorite way to do it, because I feel like everything else just makes sense with this method or with this application. But I also feel like everyone applies like contour, blush and everything like a lot differently than, you know, everyone else. So like you kind of just have to do what's like great for your face, what's best for your face and what you're comfortable with. And I just blend the contour into my face and into my hairline. I hope this comes out okay, because I mean it's looking very promising. I literally did my makeup yesterday the same way and the day before yesterday the same way. So there's something going on with me. Like I'm really into wearing makeup these days. But to be honest, I go months without wearing makeup, so I'm not really mad at it. Maybe not months, I definitely go weeks without wearing makeup. So it's always nice to glam up a little bit sometimes. I'm gonna use this concealer, the Fenty highlighter one, and just kind of highlight underneath the contour or where I kind of bronze, just to make that pop even more. And I'm gonna use a beauty blender this time because I don't want it to be too like pronounced, and I just wanted to blend into my skin. I know I have to have like a better setup with like for makeup videos, but I honestly like I'm not a pro, and I just hope this is pretty sufficient. It's like I don't, it's okay. Like I'm just working with what I have here, guys. And I've kind of laid the base of my face right now, so I'm kind of loving that. So I'm just like going over and blending stuff up a little bit more, and maybe blend my contour into the highlighter a little bit, just so it doesn't look too harsh and still looks natural. I'm not gonna use foundation, but I'm gonna use this Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter as like my foundation, and I just put this on or in places that I feel like I kind of didn't apply anything and I kind of want that coverage at, like my forehead. I just try to apply it in like bits because I apply a lot and it just kind of just defeated the purpose of everything I just did. So I just kind of apply, and if I need more I would add a little bit more. I go with my brush and I just do this raw method because I don't know, it looks fancy. Just do that, kind of just spread that all over my skin. I think this is great. I think this is great. I don't even feel like the need to put an under eye like powder. Like I feel like this is great. Alright, the next step will be blush. I'm using this Love Tint from Benefit as my blush shade, and I'll show you guys how I apply my blush. But honestly, again, like everyone applies blush and contour different, or blush and bronzer differently, so you kind of have to just go with what you're used to and what you found to work the best for you. I apply like a little bit on my cheekbone, and you obviously have to apply on your nose, because what are you doing if you're not? It's like lovely. I love it. I'm gonna do a little bit of extra bronzing using this like bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. It's in the shade 4D. I would love like a little bit of a glow, so I'm trying to decide how I want to go about it. I have this Fenty Beauty matchsticks shade in cinnamon, so I might go in with this on my like high points. Obviously trying not to go too crazy. Okay, beauty blender again. I'm just gonna blend it in, like the extra stuff on the end, and I think we're good to go. I'm gonna apply mascara. I gotta move closer to the mirror. By the way, this is the Red Beauty mascara. I'm just gonna do a little bit of cleanup because I kind of like smudged my mascara on my eyelid. So there it is. I feel like this is pretty much the look for me. Sometimes I would go with like going with a little bit of powder just under my eyes just to avoid creasing, but it's looking okay today. I don't know if it's the lighting in here, but it's looking pretty okay, and I'm just gonna rock with this. I don't know. I would typically use lip balm or lip gloss, whatever I have, for my lips, but I'm about to eat, so I'm not gonna do that just yet. But this is pretty much the look. I hope you guys liked it. Yeah, I hope you guys liked it.